Look, Wally, if Canelo is sincere in what he says about wanting to fight in the UK, there aren't too many options he can pick from. But you would have to say, especially after the weekend, that Chris Eubank Jr. would be at the top of that.
Yeah, we've often asked Canelo about fighting over here, and listen, it makes a great headline for us. And listen, you getting an interview with him was brilliant, by the way.
Thank you. A rare bit of praise from Wally Downs Jr.
But why would you ever take the biggest and probably only huge America, North and South superstar of boxing and bring him over here when the fight would go out, like 2, 3 in the afternoon? So it never made fiscal sense originally. But if he's now doing 4 fights with Saudi Arabia, who are on a similar time zone to us, that usually 2 or 3 hours difference, if they tell him to do it and it helps people in Saudi Arabia watch it at their sort of time, suddenly it becomes a possibility. So, yeah, when he was, a HBO, PBC fighter, why would you ever take him away from his market? But, yeah, now Saudi have got him for a few fights. Yeah, I wouldn't rule out him fighting in the UK now, but I would have always done before. But now, yeah, great get, and I believe it now to be more possible than definitely 6 months ago.
And Eubank Senior did say throughout the build-up, I don't want my son fighting Conor Benn, I want him fighting Canelo. And he actually said, if he fights Canelo, he'll lose unless he's got me. So, when Eubank Jr. is now assessing his options, and if he can, there's obviously a rematch clause, but if he can get out of it, do you think the cherry on top of it with Canelo would be potentially the route he would go for?
I think there'd be a bit of a pushback that he found. He sort of went life and death with Conor Benn in a very great fight. That proves he's not at Canelo's level. This is a man who went up and stopped a very faded, but a Kovalev, do you know what I mean? A proper light heavy and cruiserweight. So I wouldn't be really desperate to see it, but if there was to be Canelo in this country, yeah, I can only really see it being Chris Eubank Jr.